Hi, this is Olaf. I love triathlon and Ironman. I've done 19 of them. I went 6 times to Kona. I had 1 top 10 finish, 1 podium with the 4th place in 2013. And since then, 4 pretty disappointing results at the World Championships. So I'm training really hard this year to get back on the podium. And this is episode 6 of my journey to the 2022 Ironman World Championships in Kona and St. George. So quick update, we're now 5 weeks away from the World Championships in St. George. It's getting closer, excitement is rising slowly. I had a recovery week with only 16 hours of training. So, it was quite a lot of easy stuff in terms of swimming. A lot of drills. A 10 times 300 session, one bigger session on Friday. In terms of bike, we haven't done huge volumes. It was 3 hours maximum, quite a bit on the trainer, no huge intensity. In terms of running, also mainly easy runs, some on the hills, some of the flats, with the idea of really being in the best shape possible and really wanting to push it for the last training block that's going to start next week. I'm almost a little bit scared about what's coming up, but will be a lot of fun, and looking forward to it. Again, in terms of my top priorities, no injuries, looking good at the moment. There are a few niggles here and there, but nothing serious. I haven't fallen off the bike, and I am doing the easy stuff easy, so really looking forward to getting started again next week, but everything looking fine and is green at the moment. I received some new equipment, new pedals, new chain, new power meter, finally some new bottles. The other one were really gels, electrolytes. So today I want to talk about my gym strength and core strength routine. It's I believe very important, number one, for injury prevention. Number two, it has also helped me really a lot in terms of getting better at swimming, and I feel that every time I do some strength work, I actually swim better also in the sessions afterwards. So typically I do 2 1-hour sessions per week. Sometimes if it's race week I do none at all, or sometimes I just do 1, or sometimes it's a little bit reduced volume, but it's definitely something as part of my recovery strength in the prevention routine that I try to include in my training as consistently as possible. And so here's what I typically do at the session. So I typically start with doing some plank, typical 4 times 120 seconds with 40 seconds normal front plank and then 20 seconds on each side. In between I do some bulldog, 30s on each side, before I then move to do some squats. So typically 10 repetitions 4 times. I started to typically between 60 and 80 kilograms, so nothing too heavy. And in between I do 12 push-ups and some ab workout. Then do the second sort of leg exercise, which is deadlifts, where I typically use 8 kilos, and in between I do some leg raises, side leg raises. Both of these exercises typically definitely work my glutes. So this already takes typically over 30 minutes, and I then move on to in the gym, and I can move on to some machines for the arms. So I typically do a combination of machines, one typically where I pull from the front, from the back, one where I push down in order to really work on the catch, and I then finish off with some back exercises, as well as some groin area, like the one where you close the legs. The closing of the legs plus the sort of overextension abs has helped me a lot, since I had problems with my groin area. I had injury there last year and some problems in the past already. So this is something that has helped me strengthen that area so that I don't feel it at all anymore when I'm running. And yeah, that's really the part I've been focusing on in terms of injury prevention. So that's obviously, I would say, personal to anyone. Everybody has their weaknesses and things that they should be working on, but this has helped me again overall quite a lot. For number one, improve my swimming, whether it's the catch, just the strength in general for the swimming, much easier to swim faster. And as I mentioned, I definitely feel it in the sessions afterwards. And second, in terms of general injury prevention, working the glutes, working the legs a little bit more, so that the rest of the training is sort of easier. Here as well, as usual, be careful, work things up quickly, don't go too hard and create some pains that afterwards are going to impact the rest of the training, or even worse, some kind of injury. So it's definitely not the only things that you can do. There are lots of videos out there, but that is what has worked really well for me, and maybe you can use one or two things for yourself as well. Alright, thanks a lot for watching and to following my journey to the Ironman World Championships. Let me know if there's any subject that you're interested in. Typically at the moment, I don't have that many comments or that many people watching, so if somebody asks, I can actually do it. So if you have something on mind, please use that possibility. Like it, subscribe, and thanks again. Looking forward for the rest of the journey.